Hi everyone, it's Amy with Dragonspit Apothecary. We are here to do our oil oracle card reading for the very first Friday in May. I am actually pretty super excited about this one because I'm doing it a little bit differently than we normally do. Normally I have those oil oracle cards out and we talk about the oils and specific messages around those. We're still going to do that, but I'm using a different deck of cards this week. I'm actually using the oracle cards called the Wild Offering Oracle. And they're beautiful, just like our other cards. And so we're going to talk about their message to us, and then I will align recommended doTERRA essential oils to go with them. So slightly little twist. Many of you know I've been doing, on Thursdays in April, I was doing the free oracle card pulls that you could sign up for. And same thing, we use these different decks and align the natural products to those. So we're going to do that this week. I really found a lot of pleasure in offering those readings to folks. They seemed very insightful. So I just wanted to bring it here to the larger group and give you guys an opportunity to experience this as well. And then I'm also looking at extending those Thursday night readings into May. So you can sign up for those and experience it yourself. So, all right, 3 cards, and we're going to talk about what we need this weekend, what we need next week, and message from the universe. Okay, so the very first card I pulled, and gosh, this is so timely given that so many of us have been social distancing and struggling with job security and uncertainty around a lot of stuff in our lives. This is an ideal card that has come up. It is the card of abundance. Okay, now just by its name, you know it's really incredible, right? Who doesn't need abundant things right now? Abundant comfort, abundant security, just comfort in general, right? So the abundance tells us that we are needing to feel fully able to receive. And to do that, we have to let go of our ego. And we have to be open for the vehicle that delivers abundance to our life. Now, if you guys remember, with our oil oracle cards, when abundance was mentioned in our readings with the oil cards, you know, it really spoke to around the India god Ganesh and his ability to bring gifts to our lives. But he can only do that when we are open to receiving them and we're open to receiving what the universe is trying to give us. That is ever present, right? And that's what this card is speaking to today. Is not that it is working against us, but it can't come in if we're closed off. Okay, so when you think about abundance and what this card is saying, this is where we need to make sure we're using wild orange and we're open to the possibilities that life brings us. We're open and excited and positive mindset to go forward with this. And then things that help with that is spikenard. Spikenard is excellent at opening this opportunity for us to release the negative energy around us so that we can be open and positive, okay? And then the other one is the Latisse, I can never say this one right, Latissa. And that is a very, I have a hard time with the oil. It actually, the aroma is very strong for me. But it too is very detoxifying and it releases the negative energies around us. And so that we can, when we use wild orange, whether you're diffusing it, cleaning with it, putting it in your water and drinking it, we receive, okay? And it's the start of the abundance cycle, okay? So that's our first card. This weekend, we need to look at how we can receive abundance and be open to the gifts that the universe and nature is trying to give us, okay? Next week, this is wonderful. And I'm sure a lot of people are feeling a little locked in these days. We're so eager to just leave our homes, resume some kind of normalcy in our life, have space from the people we've been, you know, not that we don't love them, but we need some space, right? So this next week, spaciousness. And so this card, the message on it is, what do I no longer need? Help me release whatever people, places, things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. So again, from this weekend, you had the abundance, right? And now you've got the spaciousness. To have that happen, you have to release the stress, the worry, the overwhelming feelings, the feeling of being locked in or locked down, however you want to view it, scarcity. All of those things feed into this, okay? And to have the spaciousness where we don't feel tied down to these stresses that are occurring in our lives right now, we have to release those negative thoughts, okay? So again, the oils I gave you in the first one, the wild orange and spikenard and Latissa, oh, got it, will help, but specifically for next week, we're now looking at clary sage and rosemary. Those two oils are very feminine, and it gives us that empowerment to let go. Okay, so it's like this weekend we're focusing on what we need to do, preparing for it, and acknowledging we need to be open for it. Next week we do the work for it. Okay, that's where clary sage and rosemary come into play. That's a really powerhouse message from the nature right there. So I just really love it, and I think it's very timely in the situations we find ourselves in these days. Okay, this third card tops that off. It's a message from the universe, of course, that's going to. And it's about divine timing. Yeah, divine timing. So the message on this card is the divine brings things into timing that we need. Nothing comes before we are prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect timing and holy timing. So whatever your religious belief is, the higher power within you to bring things when you absolutely need them. And a lot of us call that nick of time, skin of our teeth kind of thinking, but we need to reverse that and think of it more as I've done the work. I am prepared. I've released what I no longer need. I'm free from my chains of things that were constraining and limiting me. I'm now open to receiving the blessings and gifts of nature and the universe in my life. And I trust the timing of when those things will happen. Okay, so with this card, the message with the universe, we're talking, of course, of the high powered oils here. So we're talking serenity and balance. These are doTERRA proprietary blends that help us be calm and in the moment and really working out that balance between overthinking something or overstressing about something and being in the moment, being able to relax regardless of circumstance, and really feeling that power behind us that it's going to be okay. That comfort and soothing message of it's going to be okay. And the third oil for this, of course, is frankincense. No other oil is tied to such religion and practices and rituals as frankincense. And it continues to be a powerhouse oil that we can use today for those very same purposes. So when you think about perfect timing and what we need in order to achieve that in our lives, frankincense, okay? Wonderful oil. Apply it to your heart. Apply it to diffuse it in your rooms, okay? Use frankincense. It will give you that calm and peace of understanding that cannot be explained. And I think that's very appropriate for the times we've been living in, right? I mean, who doesn't need it? I don't think anyone expected to still be in social distancing in May. Yet, so many of us are still impacted by this virus that has overtaken our globe. And we're trying to make appropriate decisions to protect our families and do what's right. But it's obviously stressful, and it's creating a lot of uncertainty and a lot of disruption into normal life on a large and small scale. You know, a lot of people have lost jobs. A lot of people have, some real worry about their security in their own jobs. I have it in mine. So to be able to not let stress consume us and to be open to the possibility of what could be possible in a very good positive aspect to support our lives through this process and after we emerge, and to trust the timing of all this working out in perfect harmony is really a strong message here, guys. So if you don't know how to use these oils or you don't have them, reach out to me, dragonspitapothecary.com. I am always happy to help anyone with questions. I don't care if you use oils or not. I don't care if you bought them from me or not. I will help you. And if you have questions and you're looking for recommendations, I'm happy to help with that too. I just want to make sure that we have the tools we need to live most naturally. That's what's number one for me. And that they fit right for you, your budget, your family, and get you the results that you're looking for. So there you have it, our first reading for May. If you have questions, reach out. I'm happy to talk about them. And we can talk again during our full moon and our Friday oil oracle card readings all this month. And like I said, I'm continuing the virtual wellness sessions on Tuesday nights. You can sign up for those. I'm also going to roll out the oil oracle card readings on Thursdays. And all you have to do is sign up for them. They're completely free. And they're just a unique experience to getting insight and support for living more naturally in the right way that's right for you. Okay, till next time.